What is good, my crypto fiends? And it feels so good to finally be back. I've just been away on 12 days of acro yoga dance teacher training with my lovely wife Karina, and we are now fully qualified acro yoga dance teachers, which is absolutely awesome. I'll post some content about that perhaps in some future videos. Whilst I was away, I was doing my best to make some content, but it was really tricky, and there was just so much awesome news, as there normally always is, coming out in the cryptocurrency space. Stuff with crypto.com, stuff with SXP, with Binance, with Bitcoin, of course, as well as many other potential interesting altcoins that I did want to talk about. However, in today's video, whilst there is so much to talk about, I am going to just be talking about one specific topic. So if you are interested in knowing why, I have personally changed my mind about upgrading from my J Green card to the ICY White card just before the Obsidian Black, then make sure you stay tuned for the whole video. Cheers, viewers. You can still enjoy this one. Use the bilateral. Righto folks, you are here chilling with the real Satoshi Aoki on the channel, where we only bring you news and information on things that I have personally been through, done, or heavily researched myself. That all being said, these videos are never financial advice, and I am not a financial advisor. Okay. Now that all of that is out of the way, just to give you a little bit of context about this video, myself and my wife Karina both have those middle tier cards. I have a J Green, Karina has an Indigo Blue. Now Karina was saying to me, just to give you some context, for some time that she really wanted that rose gold card. I love the color, it's a pink nice color. She likes all the girly colors and stuff, and fair enough. However, it's a big jump up, right? That J Green tier card is roughly at today's price around $2,500 US versus the rose gold or the icy white at around almost 15,000 US dollars. Almost 13,000 US dollars. You've literally got to fork out and invest in Crow. For a lot of people in America and in the States, that's almost 50% of a yearly income for a standard job, working a 40-hour week. So think about investing half of your one year's income. The average person might live till around 80 or so. It's a lot of money to invest into one company, which is essentially just kind of taking its way out of a startup position. Yes, CRO Crypto.com have been around for 4 years. However, there have been many debates about the legitimacy of the company and whether they are going to be a strong company going forward. So it's a big commitment. It's a lot to consider. It really is. But I have to say, originally when Karina did talk to me about this, I said, look, there's no way I'm going to be going from J Green to icy white, because I'd rather just invest that money in BTC or Ethereum if I was going to invest that extra 13,000. All right, so I really did have a bit of a think about this for some time, and whilst this time went on and conversations got on, I was making use of I still am making use of the 20% interest on CRO for staking CRO on the exchange, and I was doing syndicates for quite some time. So without really realizing, Crypto.com were actually pulling money into their exchange from my bank account. And do I think this is a bad thing? Look, no, they've got a good strategy, all right? It's a good strategy whereby they get people to lock up tokens. And what does this do? Of course, it's good for them as a business, but you need to understand it brings some stability into the price of CRO. And if you have a look at the CRO price chart over the last year, it has arguably been one of the most stable coins while still appreciating in value, okay? So that's a pretty good thing, especially for newcomers into the space who don't really appreciate the volatility of some of these altcoins and Bitcoin as well. CRO token has been really stable, and I have to say, over the year, I have made some really nice profits getting money back from that 20% stake from the syndicates, and just by basically having my money on that 6-month exchange lockup. Without even really realizing, I basically saved money on that exchange to a point where I kind of thought to myself, okay, once this 6 months is over, am I really gonna want to stop this money coming in, this 20% interest off what is now roughly around 10,000 US dollars worth of CRO on the exchange? Well, it all really depends. I can't say now, but as I have to admit, as time goes on, I do become more confident with Crypto.com as a company. They're making changes with their cards, all right, they've increased their rates, they're getting involved in the DeFi space, they're always making moves and changes to make sure they stay up in line with their competition, being SXP and Binance Card, which is some good, healthy competition in my opinion. As I am making this video, I will disclose that I am probably around 2,500 to 3,000 US dollars worth of CRO at today's current price of around 15 US cents for one CRO of reaching that ICY White Card if I do use all my money on the exchange once that 6-month lockup of CRO is finished. So I thought to myself, okay, maybe I can just have a look at this ICY White. Considering I've already got most of the CRO on the exchange, I'm gonna consider potentially maybe moving that stake into the ICY White stake. So I thought to myself, let's have another good look at all the perks really clearly of the ICY White, do a bit of maths and see whether perhaps it actually could be worth it to me. Now I say me, it really does depend on your circumstances. For someone who maybe doesn't use their card much, maybe doesn't travel much, maybe isn't holding a lot of Bitcoin or doesn't want to hold a lot of Bitcoin and earn interest off the earn section of Crypto.com, maybe people that don't use Amazon Prime, Spotify, Netflix, that kind of thing, perhaps it's not worth it. So you have to assess yourself individually before you make that decision. So I'm gonna now just take you through the few points that I re-looked at before making my decision. I love the crypto earn section. I do hold a small percentage of my BTC in crypto earn. I'm currently getting around 6% back on crypto earn for my BTC among a few other altcoins like Ethereum and Binance that I do hold on there. Now, what I really like about this upgrade to the ICY White Card is the fact that you get bonus interest. So in the making of this video, if I was to have the ICY White earn perks, I would be getting 8% back on my BTC and 7.5% back on my Ethereum, as well as over 10% back on many stable coins for holding my coins in a maximum 3-month lockup in the crypto earn section, paid out every 7 days. So that is the first amazing perk, which I think that you really need to consider. Now, each year or last year, I worked out I spent around 15,000 US dollars on various camera equipment and just courses and lots of stuff, groceries, shopping, rent, whatever, bills, anything where you need to basically use your Visa card to pay for. That essentially now, if I had that card, I could get 5% cash back. So if I got 5% cash back on all of the money I spent, 15,000 US dollars, that would be 750 US dollars I would save per year just by using my card, not doing any extra work versus using just a standard Visa card. Now, I must say, I am a big user of Netflix. I listen to Spotify just about every day because I do it for my work and my clients love to listen to the music on there as well. They have great playlists, and I must say I'm lazy as heck when it comes to shopping, so I already used Amazon Prime. Now, all of these together for the whole year come to a total of 360 US dollars. In a normal year, if we weren't faced with this horrible Rona situation, I would be doing a lot of traveling. Sometimes I would actually even travel an average of once per month, maybe even 12 to 13 times per year. And normally I would do a 7 to 8 week trip at the end of the year back home to Australia or some other parts of Southeast Asia. So the airport lounge is something that I would definitely be loving taking advantage of. So not only would I get the airport lounge like I do with the J Green, but I'd also get a +1 in case I was meeting my mum or my dad or an extra friend. Right, so these are all pretty good reasons in potentially considering upgrading to that ICY White and forking out a few more thousand to get on that upgrade. But the one real reason that I have left to last of why I really would upgrade is the 18% cashback on my total investment. I would officially, at today's price of CRO 15 cents, be getting back $2,700 US passive income per year, paid out every 7 days, just like crypto earn interest is paid out in CRO token. And this is an absolutely massive factor when I add this to the other US dollar value that I would be saving for an entire year. If I then go ahead and add everything up that I just did mention in this video, I would be getting back in cash US dollars, 16,000 US dollars worth per year. Think about that for a moment. That is a lot of money. So if I think about a 2-year period, and if I think to myself, okay, do I think crypto.com is gonna be around for at least another 2 years? Which I do. I do believe in the overall bullishness of the company, and I do believe in the steady price appreciation of the CRO token. I will have made that money back that I invested in CRO possibly within 2 years. The argument that I always make against getting the ICY White is, all right, as I said already in this video, it's a lot of money to just invest in one token. I could probably just invest it in Tesla or Bitcoin or something like that. You know, it is a lot of money, but they are giving good cashbacks. 100 billion total supply of CRO. Doesn't sound great, does it? In comparison to a lot of other tokens, but let's not compare it to other tokens for a moment. Let's think about what CRO, Crypto.com as a company are trying to do. They have a clear vision, great marketing. They're trying to push mainstream user adoption, and they want to push scalability. If they don't have a huge supply on their CRO token, it is only going to be a limited supply of people that can get access to the card. And whilst 100 billion does seem like a lot, in my eyes, I believe whilst they haven't come out and publicly said it, I believe they are heading towards trying to create more of a stable coin. I do believe that Crypto.com CRO is going to turn into more of a stable coin with very slow and steady price appreciation. Total supply of 100 billion, not all in circulating supply. So of course there is potential for some manipulation there. Whether that's a good or a bad thing, I'll let you decide. I think personally it can go either way. But from what I've seen so far and what I've been able to actually take away from Crypto.com, which is liquid amounts of CRO token. And remember, it's not like you're getting these CRO token rewards and they're locked up for indefinite periods. You get the rewards paid out into your available balances, whether it's on the exchange or whether from the earn section it's onto the app, and you can convert that into BTC, other investments, money on the card, or you can withdraw it as cash. All right, so it's really, really good. It's really, really great passive income. And also remember, there's at least around 500 trillion US dollars in circulation in America. And America is still not in hyperinflation and might not be for a few more years. So if we consider 5 trillion versus 100 billion, I don't honestly believe that the price of the CRO token will go down too much in value too soon. Also on that note as well, I know that a lot of people were not happy at all about the exchange or the changeover from MCO to CRO, and people had to lock their coins up and they got some bonus rewards in CRO, and people weren't happy because MCO was a limited supply and increased demand equals increase in price action, etc., etc. I get all of that. However, what I personally believe is, yes, once some of these stakes are over, some people will just be, you know, really annoyed and very closed-minded and say, nah, they broke their white paper, they did this, they did that, and they'll pull their money out. But I personally think that there's gonna be a lot of people out there, a lot of customers that are really enjoying their rewards from the exchange, and they're gonna think twice about whether they want to pull that money out of the exchange when CRO is increased in value and stop those liquid rewards coming in every day, especially in the market now when altcoins are not doing so well and Bitcoin is in a bit of a consolidation period. And just to really finish off the point, you know, of companies changing. Companies do change, white papers do change. Think about the king of crypto, Bitcoin. BTC was meant to just be used as cash. What is it now? In my eyes, it's a store of value. You're not going to be spending your Bitcoin at the store. You don't want to. It's the digital gold. It's changed from cash to gold, in my opinion. There are other things which you'll be using as cash. CRO is one of them in the Crypto.com ecosystem. So I know that was a bit of a long video, folks, so I really do appreciate you watching, if you did watch all the way to the end. I am really passionate about this topic and was just dying to make another video like this about crypto.com. And that is pretty much where I stand. I will be saving for the ICY White. Hopefully the price appreciation of CRO does take its time before I can get my hands on one. But you let me know, do you think the ICY White card is worth it? Maybe you've already got one. Maybe you're considering upgrading from a free card to a ruby red, or ruby red to a jade green, or maybe even an ICY White or a rose gold to an obsidian black. Anything related to crypto.com at all, please leave those comments in the comment section below. If you did find value in the video, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. I would really love to hear from you. And wherever you are watching from in the world, have a blessed day, and I will catch you in the next video. Cheers, viewers.